Life is a tapestry, woven with countless decisions, each thread representing a choice we make. From the mundane to the momentous, these choices shape the very fabric of our existence. Yet the act of choosing can be daunting. It often comes with a heavy weight of uncertainty, a sense of anxiety that can paralyze even the most decisive among us. Imagine standing at a crossroads, each path leading to an unknown destination. The fear of making the wrong choice, of missing out on a better opportunity, can be overwhelming. This fear is amplified in a world saturated with options, where the paradox of choice leaves us feeling more lost than ever. The pressure to make the right decision can be immense. We're bombarded with advice from well-meaning friends and family, self-help books promising the secrets to happiness, and a constant stream of information from the digital world. This overload of information, instead of providing clarity, often exacerbates our anxiety, leaving us feeling more confused and unsure. The truth is, there's no foolproof formula for always making the perfect choice. Life is inherently unpredictable, and even the most carefully calculated decisions can lead to unexpected outcomes. However, this doesn't mean we're destined to stumble through life blindly. There are strategies, tools, and even mathematical principles that can guide us towards making more informed and confident choices. In a world characterized by complexity, we yearn for simplicity, a guiding principle to navigate the labyrinth of choices we face. This desire for clarity and direction has led to the exploration of various decision-making frameworks, each promising to illuminate the path towards optimal outcomes. Some advocate for intuition, that gut feeling that arises from the depths of our subconscious. Others champion a more analytical approach, meticulously weighing pros and cons, analyzing data, and seeking expert opinions. While both intuition and analysis have their merits, there's a compelling argument for a more nuanced approach, one that bridges the gap between instinct and reason. This is where the intriguing concept of the 37% rule comes into play. This rule, rooted in mathematical probability, offers a framework for decision-making that acknowledges the limitations of our cognitive abilities while providing a practical tool for navigating complex choices. It suggests that there's an optimal point in the decision-making process where we've gathered enough information to make an informed choice without succumbing to the paralysis of overthinking. Imagine you're searching for the perfect apartment. You could spend months endlessly scrolling through listings, visiting countless properties, and agonizing over every detail. But according to the 37% rule, there's a smarter approach. This rule, also known as the optimal stopping theory, suggests that when faced with a sequential decision-making process, you should spend 37% of your time exploring your options without making any commitments. This exploration phase allows you to gather information, establish a baseline, and develop a sense of what's available. Once you've reached the 37% mark, the rule dictates that you should shift your strategy. Instead of simply exploring, you should be ready to commit to the very next option that surpasses all the previous ones. This doesn't mean settling for something mediocre. It means trusting that you've gained enough knowledge to recognize a superior choice when you see it. The beauty of the 37% rule lies in its simplicity and its ability to be applied across a wide range of scenarios. Whether you're choosing a life partner, hiring an employee, or even deciding what to have for dinner, the principle remains the same. Explore, then commit. Let's say you're tasked with hiring a new marketing manager for your company. You receive a flood of applications and begin the daunting task of reviewing resumes and conducting interviews. Applying the 37% rule, you dedicate the first portion of the hiring process to simply getting a feel for the talent pool. You carefully review resumes, conduct initial screening calls, and perhaps even hold a few preliminary interviews. This exploration phase isn't about making any decisions, it's about gathering information and establishing a benchmark for comparison. Once you've interviewed approximately 37% of the candidates, you shift gears. Now you're actively looking for the candidate who stands out from the crowd, the one who possesses that unique combination of skills, experience, and cultural fit that surpasses all the previous candidates. This approach, while seemingly counterintuitive, is rooted in the idea that by the time you've explored 37% of the options, you've developed a strong enough understanding of the available choices to make an informed decision. You're no longer blindly searching, you're strategically selecting. The 37% rule isn't about rushing into a decision, it's about optimizing your decision-making process. It encourages you to be both thorough and decisive, to find the sweet spot between exploration and commitment.